Hey, We Read Bookers. Emily, I loved your review on Will Grayson, Will Grayson. I loved how you structured it. Personally, I can't pick a Will Grayson I like better, and I thought it'd be fun to let you guys choose which Will Grayson you liked better. I managed to snag two very important guests today. Let me talk about Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got both Will Graysons here today to help me explain about their new book. Oh, here's one now. Tiny Cooper is here. Oh my god. You must be Holly. I'm so excited that you wanted to interview me. It's about my play, right? Oh wow. You're Tiny Cooper? Isn't that a bit of a redundant name? I mean, you're kind of so big I'm full of love. Yeah. Ask me anything about my play called Hold Me Closer, formerly known as Tiny Dancer. It was supposed to be the play about my life, but then it ended up being about love, which is so much bigger and fun. Did you love it? Oh yeah, of course, Tiny. By the way, everyone, this is Tiny Cooper. He's one of the main characters in Will Grayson. I mean, I didn't expect him here today, but welcome. And the play was great. Obviously, it was all about love. And I loved how much time and effort you put into it, but wasn't I supposed to meet Will Grayson and Will Grayson here today? Oh, yes, of course. They sent me here in their place. They did. Yeah, see, they're both so busy. Straight Will Grayson is busy hanging out with Jane, and gay Will Grayson is busy hanging out with Gideon. They're so funny. They all have their own little friends now. They thought that I should come here and tell you the good news about Hold Me Closer. I guess that makes sense. What's the good news, Tiny? That's right, people. Yours truly, Tiny Cooper, signed Hold Me Closer to Broadway. Oh, Tiny, that's great. When the play hits Broadway, will you be making a more awesome I'm with Phil Grayson t-shirts in mass quantities so I can buy one from you? Because I would buy one. The play was obviously fabulous. You're a doll. Thanks, Tiny. But listen, even though you're like my favorite character in the entire book, I was hoping maybe we could talk about the novel Will Grayson today. You know, so more people will read it, and then maybe if you want at the end, you can plug your new Broadway musical, Hold Me Closer. Well, okay then. That does sound fair and fabulous. Great. So, besides the scenes you're in, Tiny, what's your favorite and least favorite part of the book? Besides the scenes I'm in, I didn't have a least favorite because obviously the book is written about two of my favorite people, Will Grayson. But Holly, I'll be honest, I was sad when straight Will Grayson was talking about, well, shall I quote it? It just made me cry. You know how people are always saying your parents are always right? Follow your parents' advice. They know what's good for you. And you know how no one ever listens to this advice because even if it's true, it's so annoying and condescending that it just makes you want to go like develop a meth addiction and have unprotected sex with 87,000 anonymous partners? Well, I listened to my parents. They know what's good for me. I'll listen to anyone, frankly. Almost everyone knows better than I do. Untrue, straight Will Grayson, as your best friend, I think that you know what's best for you, Will Grayson, okay? But I guess my favorite part was anything to do with dead cats in a box. Maybe dead cats or alive cats in a box. I just love that. They're good ones. Trust me, audience. Those are great parts in this novel. By the way, we're not talking about literal dead cats or alive cats or boxes even. It's more like a theory. Well, Tiny, I must admit, even though I didn't have a least favorite part, I definitely cried on page 248, and I think you know what scene I'm talking about. I'd say my favorite part is when Will Grayson meets Will Grayson, and also when straight Will Grayson talks about that dugout that he loves so much. That just killed me inside. And you, Tiny Cooper, you were my favorite character. I appreciate you, Tiny Cooper. Way to steal that line from the book, Holly, even though you know I love it. Yeah. That I did. Any closing comments, Tiny? Any more reasons why the folks here should read Will Grayson? I'm in it, of course. And it's written by two of the greatest young adult authors of like all time. John Green, who's famous for Looking for Alaska and Paper Towns, and David Levithan, who wrote Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Who doesn't love that? Who doesn't want to read a book by authors who wrote these books? Those are really good reasons, Tiny. Thank you. It was so fabulous to meet you all. Blue is for the boys. Thanks for coming, Tiny. I really appreciate someone coming to talk to me about this book, and good luck with your play, everyone. So if you really want to know what Will Grayson is about by John Green and David Levithan, you just want to know who Will Grayson and Will Grayson are, then you need to pick up this awesome book, which I read in one single day. I hope you all enjoyed my review, and a big thanks to Tiny Cooper who stopped by. John Green and David Levithan want you to read Will Grayson.